joining me on a special nighttime edition of Driving with Jay. It's a party. Oh, I don't know if I should worry about copyright claims or what. Oh, I feel like a big-time YouTuber now. I guess I'll turn the music down. Oh, how we doing, baby? All right. Jay's coming to you with a special nighttime edition. Now, you're not going to be able to see anything through the camera. So this actually takes me back to the old days of just talking to a phone and not doing any video whatsoever. Having the wherewithal to do no video whatsoever. Now I'm gonna keep this video a secret from the timeline. Y'all are gonna have no idea when this was recorded. I'll tell you what, it's just gonna be some special features, some bonus features, bonus J. Now I gotta tell y'all something. It is cold out. And when I say cold, I don't just mean, oh, I'll get a light jacket, thank you. I mean, it is, I'll take a beanie with my light jacket. Okay? Does that spell it out for you? Jay's little J nips are nipping. And I've got my hot air conditioner turned on full blast, but it's lacking right now. It's blowing cold air on me, and that ain't too good. Y'all gotta be really bored if you're watching this, listening to this. But anyway, Jay, what's Jay up to right now? Jay's headed to the gymnasium, if you will, to get a little back workout in. You know how it goes. I gotta be up at 7 in the morning for those fucking plumbers. Excuse me, you'll have to excuse the language. But yeah, I'm not excited about that, They're gonna roll through again. That diarrhea crew, I'll tell you what, they sure know how to spread doo-doo. Kid Valley. Who's ever eaten at Kid Valley? Tell me down in the comments section if y'all have ever eaten at Kid Valley. I think I've only ever had a fish sandwich there once or twice. Fish sandwiches are strange, aren't they? Jay was a fish eater for many years before he took his spirituality course on killing your own prey and eating. No, I'm just kidding. But Jay was a vegetarian for 20, I'm not going to give away my age, because I wouldn't want anyone to find out, my true identity. But Jay was a vegetarian for many years, and my parents would serve me fish because they thought, I don't know why, that fish was acceptable to eat, but nothing else that was made of flesh was. So I guess you call that a pescatarian. Now that's not a sexual identity or anything, so don't get your panties in a bundle, because Jay ain't out here talking about his business, lady in the streets, but we got a pescatarian in the sheets. Yeah, girl, you know what they say. But yeah, I was a pescatarian for many, many years, which is why my body, looked like it was made out of cheese and soft dough for most of my adolescence. I don't know how I received the amount of, female attention that I did. That's where that charm comes in. You can still look like a maple bar, but if you got that charm, you know what I'm saying? You got that charm, you in it to win it, baby. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yes, pescatarianism. Jay would go over to his little friends' houses, and they'd be like, Jay! Jay! And I'd be like, yes. And they'd say, oh, tonight we're having turkey bolognese for dinner. Won't you stay? And I'd say, I'm a vegetarian. And the look that would come over their faces of the parents of the friends of mine, they would look at me with such hatred. Oh boy. They say, I can't believe that we got this kid over here that we have to host. First of all, we're letting him into our humble abode. Second of all, we're making him a turkey bolognese, and he's not even going to accept it. He's just going to wait until dinner time to go ahead and tell me that he's a vegetarian when he's not even a real vegetarian. He's a mother flipping he's a pesky pescatarian, I tell you what. And I don't even know why I did it. They'd be like, some of the parents had the balls to say, well, why are you a vegetarian? Why is that? Are you allergic to meat? And I would say, no, it's just, my parents, raised me that way. And, also, for the animals, animal cruelty. Can you believe it? I was eating cheese and processed dairy and milk. And, you know the story. You know what they say about processed dairy. A tortured cow produces all the milk. You know that old saying, that old wives' tale? But yeah, the dairy industry is, honestly worse than eating, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not going to get into this debate. But the point is, I didn't know what I was doing or why I was doing it, but I was just this little punk-ass vegetarian, pesky pescatarian, and that was just a thorn in the side of my parents' friends. And I'm just so sorry for that, I would just like to take this moment to apologize to all the parents' friends. All the friends' parents who had to put up with me. Oh, excuse me, I got a little pescatarian coming up right now. Oof. But yeah, I would always remember the go-to food. You know what they would say? As I zoom into this sign, you know what they would say to me? They'd say, well, we're not going to make you a whole new dinner, so would you like a peanut butter and jelly? And I'd say, no, thank you. And they'd say, would you like macaroni and cheese? And I'd be like, I guess, if that's all you have. I don't know how they didn't murder me, so, yeah. I was also a greedy little goblin. Since we're on the subject of, why is my... Okay! Excuse me! There's a breaking news flash story. Does everyone see my AC? Which stands for axial cremicular. That is turned to blue. And you know what blue means? That means cold. Let me flip this. I had my cold air on the whole time. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, goodness gracious, it's cold. Why am I so freezing? I just can't deal with myself sometimes. If I'd been a meat eater my whole life, I wouldn't have made that mistake. I would have gotten, the sufficient amino acids to my brain. But here I am blowing cold air on myself in 38-degree weather. That feels better. Woo-wee. But as I was saying, I was a greedy goblin. Because, did y'all ever have the friends who had the snack pantry? Tell me right now in the comments. Go down to the comments section. No, I'm just kidding. But you know the friends, the rich ones who always smelled good for some reason. They smell like dryer sheets. And no matter what you do, you never were able to smell as good as them. Does anyone feel that way? It's like, what are you doing? Do you have dryer sheets in your pockets at all times? Because I'm over here smelling like, shoes. And you smell just so good. You smell like laundry detergent. I just want to put my nose inside of you and just go. Does anyone else feel that way, or is it just Jay?
Because there were a couple friends of mine that I had that I just wanted to sniff. Okay? Oh. But, yeah, it was those friends. See, Jay gets a little off track. It was those friends who always had the snack cupboards, the pantries, if you will, or if you won't. And you go in there and it looks like a freaking, 7-Eleven or a Quickie Mart. And it's like what? How do you have all of these snacks and you don't eat them? How? You have a box of Gushers in here that hasn't even been opened. And if that were to be my pantry, girl, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you a little scrum thing. I would take that box of Gushers and I would take it downstairs with me to the TV room. Thank you very much. And I would sit in front of the television and eat Gushers until they were all gone. But here are these dryer sheet smelling ass, bowl cut having, these kids. How did they have self-control? I don't know. Maybe their parents beat them if they went over their Gusher quota. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself. Who knows what was going on in their home life. Here I am thinking I'm a greedy goblin, when in reality these kids were getting the shit kicked out of them if they went and had one too many Gushers. That's probably it. That makes the most sense to me. That's probably it, Jay. It's okay. Don't be upset. Okay. But those pantries were great, man. And those kids, very successful now. Good times, huh? Everybody feels me on that one, right? Okay, that's good. That's great. Talked about something. Oh, it smells like a dead rat in my car. I'll tell you that right now, actually. Because the gym I go to has a little rat problem, if you ask me. There's a bit of a situation, a rodent situation. And that's the name of my first book, but ouch! That's not what I'm talking about. There are rats that live in the walls of my gymnasium, and they die there, and the whole gym smells like a dead rat. And I'm not joking. I'm not doing this just for the dramatic effect. And sometimes the smell gets so bad that, I think about leaving, but then I don't. Because it's a great gym, and, besides the whole rat problem, it's pretty good. Now, isn't there a disease that you can get by inhaling rat fumes? I think there is. Smash that like button if there's a rat disease that you know of. I think it's called, what is that called? Orthodontia? Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's called orthodontia. Or maybe it's called, what the hell is the name of that disease? Write me down in the comments if you know the rat disease. You smell their feces, and you get a little, it's like in the fumes of the rat shit, I think it helped spread the bubonic plague or something. Anyway, great gymnasium. That's what's happening there. So that's where I'm headed right now. I finally got the air conditioner blowing warm air. That's what it's supposed to be doing. So my body's finally thawing out from the ice cube that it had become. But I'm gonna leave it here because that's plenty of content for y'all to marinate on. Plenty of things for you to think about. You better look up that rat disease and, comment it down there. What's that rat disease called? The winner gets a free, something. I'll figure it out. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this nighttime edition of Driving with Jay. As always, I love all of y'all. All 3 of my subscribers. Thank you so much. Okay. Good night.